What's going on, everybody? Thanks for coming out. Welcome to Westchester, if you're not usually in Westchester. My name is Levick. I'm from just west of Philadelphia. What's up, some of my friends that are here from just west of Philadelphia? And people who are my friends that are also here from just west of Philadelphia. Anyway, so I was watching TV, and American Idol, it seems, has become like the basis for all of the reality shows that there are these days. Like Top Chef, you just call that American Idol for chefs, or like America's Next Top Model was like American Idol for models. And I saw this one show, and I called it American Idol for washed up celebrities who want to start a career in magic. It's called Celebracadabra. Seriously. The tagline is, "Watch me saw my dignity in half." Yeah, so I remember buying condoms between my junior and senior years of high school. You guys also remember throwing those expired condoms away. Here's a joke for you. What is the difference between jelly and jam? I can't jelly my cock down your throat. If you're over 21, right, you probably remember these batteries that had those little strips on the side where you could press the two things and it would tell you how much life the battery had left. You would have to be an idiot to think those things were actually true. Like, I'll tell you what they are good for, though. They tell you exactly how hard you can press a battery in two places. So I have this compartment in my car. I call it a glove compartment, you probably call it a glove box, whatever it is. But I was thinking, I never keep my gloves in there, you know? If I come out to my car and my hands are cold, my gloves are cold! Plus, you know, gloves, if you think about it, are really hand compartments. But I couldn't call my gloves hand compartments, because if I ever kept them in my glove compartment, I would have to say, "Can you hand me my hand compartments? They're in my hand compartment. So I heard recently that people changed their names when they came to America. They changed their last names to something more American, like they chose their professions, like butcher or baker. You know, if your last name is like Goldsmith, chances are your ancestors were probably goldsmiths or something like that. But it made me wonder where they came up with the name Dickinson. But if your last name is something that you have to live up to, I'm glad my last name isn't Trainer, because I'm just so lazy I could never do that. I'm so lazy, in fact, that when someone's like coming over to my house, I'll unlock the door so that I don't have to get up to let them in. This backfired once because the Chinese food delivery guy was coming over, and like I was like, "Come in," and he came in, he sat down, and before I knew it, we were talking about video games. So the bright side is I learned that he really likes Metal Gear Solid and Halo 3. That joke's funny because you're racist. So, speaking of racism, I'm not racist. I actually kind of have like an Asian fetish. There are a lot of Asians, there are a lot of Asians, yeah. Woo! There are a lot of fetishes out there, and, you know, like this guy might really like when his partner wears a nurse's outfit. Or like, some girls, this is true, I heard, like getting punched right in the vagina. I came up with a name for that, it's beatbox. But, you know, whatever fetishes there are, somebody is interested in Two Girls, One Cup. I don't know who it is, but it's like at least one guy. There he is. Thank you for coming. Example A. So, the thing about Two Girls, One Cup is, even if you haven't seen it, you know that it's like incredibly disgusting. And it's become the new benchmark for the most disgusting thing you've ever seen. So like, even when you see like a rotting deer carcass, and you're like, "Oh, well, at least that's not Two Girls, One Cup," you know? Or like, your friend is, you know, "Oh, this weekend I threw up all over myself." Yeah, well, at least you didn't eat that throw up and then eat shit. But like, you know, if there was one fetish that I could have, it would be that I would want to have a fetish for girls with their clothes on. Because think about how easy that would be. You know, I walk outside, bam, instant erection. And I'm walking down the street and this girl is like, is that a boner? And I'm like, is that a hoodie? So let's change gears a little bit. I watch TV, like I mentioned, American Idol, for those of you with us. And Oreos, their commercials say that Oreos are Milk's favorite cookie. I don't know about you, but I find that very pretentious. I think that, how could you speak for Milk? You know, Milk's never told me what kind of cookies it likes to have dunked into it. I really like chocolate chip cookies. Maybe Milk really likes chocolate chip cookies. And I saw another commercial for a Buddha lawn ornament. I was thinking, if I was Buddhist, I would be very upset with the way that people treat the symbol of my religion, you know? Like, first there's a Buddha lawn ornament, the dogs just come and like piss and shit all over. And then, you know, next thing you know, they're gonna make like a Buddha ashtray. Where like they show a commercial and like a bunch of stoners are sitting around and one of them's like, pass me that Buddha so I can pack this bong again. But people say I kind of look like Buddha. I don't know if you noticed, I have a bit of a weight problem. And I found out people think they can just come up to me and say whatever the hell they want, because I'm a big guy. Like, I'm abnormally large. I'm tall and I'm fat. And they're like, you must play football. And I'm like, first of all, don't come up and say shit to me. And second of all, why do you mean that? You know? Like, you're short. Are you a jockey? Did you win that horse race you were in, you midget? How's the weather down there? And sometimes I'm out on the street, like, naked but wearing a diaper, and they're like, are you a sumo wrestler? And I'm like, no, haven't you ever seen a naked guy wearing a diaper before? What the hell is the matter with you? Get the hell away from me. But the good thing about being fat, and I hear this a lot, is I get great hugs. And I found that I have more mass than everybody else, and more mass equals more gravitational pull. And when I hug you, I suck you right in. But I think more people should be like Buddhists, because Buddhists are tolerant of all sorts of people, like homosexuals. Like, I have a lot of gay friends. My dad's gay. Just kidding. Love you. But seriously, I have a lot of gay friends, and like, I can't imagine being mad at somebody for being gay. It would be like being mad at them for being left-handed, you know? It's like, oh, you're so left-handed? Didn't we talk about this? Can't you just try writing with your right hand? And don't even get me started on the ambidextrous people, okay? Those people. Everything. I love gay people so much that I was considering moving into the gayborhood. For those of you that don't know, the gayborhood is this area of Philadelphia that is, it's like 4 blocks south of City Hall. That's where the heart of the gayborhood is. And while, you know, gayborhood is the preferred nomenclature, you know, the word that they like, we were trying to think of some other words like homoville or like gay town or, you know, the more official sounding rainbow sector. And actually in DC they call it the Fruit Loop. That one came last because it's funnier than any of the ones I thought of. But I was walking around the rainbow sector one night and there were these 2 nightclubs were letting out across the street from each other, and this sea of gays like flooded the street. And I was walking through, and I had to stop and just look because like it reminded me of a zombie movie. The way that like they all came out at the end of the night and they're like, cock, you know, or like for the women, you know, pussy. But oh, this reminds me of a joke. What do gay horses eat? Hey, that's right. What do lesbian horses eat? No one? Hey! So there were all these zombies, you know, wandering through the street, and there were these two queens fighting over which one of them was going to go home with this other guy. I was like, well, those 2 guys, they're kind of gay. But that one guy that they're fighting over, he must be really gay. And my last story about the gayborhood is one day I was walking around actually looking for apartments, and I saw these 2 guys holding hands. And I was like, okay, that's cool, it's a gay neighborhood, you know, whatever. And then I saw these two women making out. And I was like, all right, it's the gay neighborhood, like, gay people are going to be around. And then all of a sudden, those two women dropped down on the ground and started eating each other out, like full-on 69, right in the street. And I was just like, come on, gay women. I know this is the gay sector, but you don't have to jelly it down our throats. Anyway, that's all I got.